Okay, so I finished, believe, fixing this bezel here. I restored the Lume Pip and with some Lume paint that I had from my watch modding days, and filled it up pretty good and as best I could. And then I just tried to add some extra layer of protection by putting about 2 coats of clear enamel, both on the front side, of course, and actually through the hole in the back here, which is you can have access to the pip sort of from the back in that sense. And the new spring clip is back in place. If I don't remember if I mentioned it in the previous video, but I had to shape it down a little bit, but now it sits pretty flush with the inside of the bezel. And so this goes on and it should align perfectly with um, everything else on the watch. And let me see here, I think it looks pretty good. It's better than that hole that was left there. Apparently the contacted the seller and because as he was trying the different springs, if I didn't mention this in the previous video, to see which one would align better, because I asked about that. I guess somehow it just popped off during that process and then he didn't realize it. Anyways, he did offer me a refund for a bezel insert replacement that you can get roughly around 50 bucks or so. So I said, all right, sure. But I believe the ones he's referring to, they may fit, but they don't look exactly like this, almost. But the Lume Pip is actually raised and kind of sticks out a bit, like what you might see on like a Rolex Submariner. And that wasn't the look that I was going for. I just wanted to try to maintain the original look and keep it relatively flush and not popping out. So, but you know, I'll take the even the slight refund back because you know it wasn't exactly arrived as the way I bought it, right? And I had to put in a little bit of work to get this thing up to spec, namely getting that Lume Pip back in some way, and you know, having to just fiddle with the new click spring he gave me, an additional one that alternatively should work better, and it does. Um, and that's about it, you know, just so there's the extra work. I mean, the loom itself is fine. It may not be necessarily 100% matched to whatever the original one was or whatever's on the dial or the handset, but I'd say close enough. I mean, this watch is basically 30 years old, so I think a little leeway in, you know, in age and whatnot is fine. And you know, I don't expect everything to be perfect on this, uh, but I'm still very happy to get this watch back. So we're gonna pop this back in a moment, and then I hope to show it to you with it back on, and then I'll talk more about this watch later. All right, sorry about the focus. Thanks. All right, here it is with the bezel reinstalled back onto the watch, and I can even turn it easily with one hand like that, and it clicks smooth, not that loud. You know, it's got you can hear it, but it's got defined clicks. And let's see if I can go all the way around one-handed. Should be able to. So basically centered, something like that. It's not perfect, but compared to if you saw the video where when it first came in, it's definitely off. And then especially on the 3 o'clock side, like the way this marker, the 15-minute marker on the bezel, it was really hanging quite low compared to for some reason to the other sides. At least visually, that's what it looked like to me. That was the most obvious part that made it look like it was off. And as it is right now, you know, this little fiddle, and it's basically fairly well aligned considering. And so I'm happy with that, actually. And now it looks complete. Um, yeah, the bezel insert might be a little different, but I don't think anybody would really know. And I don't think one would necessarily expect the bezel insert, the pip rather, to be exactly the same make and formula as what's on the dial or handset. Usually they're a little bit different, in terms of material, because the fact that it's on the outside of the watch versus what's underneath the crystal, right, on the inside. And there we go. Basically, pretty much as restored and cleaned up and all that I could hope for something like this. So stoked. I can finally put this on and enjoy it, and yeah, re- uh, continue memories making with this watch. I switch angles here, because again, this was something I bought myself about 30 years ago, almost back in late '95. I got receipts for that, and I'm going to talk about this in more depth later. And it's what I only watched for basically, for the most part, for 12 years straight. Though there were some swatches that came into play. I'm not sure if anything else did. I wasn't, you know, you know, I was very simple in my what you might call a watch collection, at least a watch hobby. I'm not sure if there was enough pieces that necessarily constitutes a collection. Although, yeah, I always kept my swatches, so I guess there was a collection going in some sort. And then I somehow lost it. Basically, I don't want to show too much in here, but basically redoing my garage. I believe I was epoxying the floor, which needs some work now, is some time ago, and repainting the walls because it was really dark. They weren't unpainted, so I had to put some white paint. Those two things were the main things I was doing here, and also building some shelves in the back of the garage. And that was at least the first 2 weeks, maybe a month, and roughly around that time is when I kind of realized that, wait a minute, where the heck did my watch go? And I looked all over for it, and I just could not find it. Any place that I possibly could have put it down, and yeah. Anyway, so it's been 18 years since that separation, and finally it comes back to this. And I think there's definitely a story there, and I look forward to sharing that and going in more depth. But that's it up to this point, from the unboxing to fixing some issues. I did tighten up the end links. They were a little bit loose, but now I think, I don't expect it to be hollow endings to be the perfect tight fit, but these don't wiggle nearly as much as they do. So I think I'm pretty happy with the way they sit on this watch. I think it's appropriate for this, and I'm not bothered by this, slight gap or anything. Come on, this is from the mid '90s and stuff. And yeah, so I guess that's it for now. So thanks for watching, and enjoy your watches. I will look forward to enjoying this one.